Hey everybody, it's Joe Delera, and I've got a couple of my favorite best bets for this Monday NBA slate. The first play we're looking at is Julius Randle over 8.5 rebounds against the Miami Heat. I love this spot for Julius Randle, especially because there was a lot of talk last game about how the fact that he kind of came out a little flat and he just didn't really play that well or with that much intensity. Granted, that was a little bit on the offensive side. On defense, he still had 14 rebounds in this spot, and I like him to continue doing that against this Miami Heat team, especially as we're kind of seeing Mitchell Robinson's minutes come down. He's exceeded this line in 4 of 6 games versus Miami this season, including 12 and 14 in the 2 games during this series that he's been healthy enough to play. I like Julius Randle to go over the 8.5 rebounds against the Miami Heat. You can get that at plus money. For the second and third play, we're looking at the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors, and we're taking the Lakers -3. Part of why I like this spot is that I think Golden State seems to be running out of counters a little bit. And I don't mean that in terms of the coachings per se, but I mean that in terms of the personnel that they have to dispose of and to use against Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the critical part of the series, and it's somebody we've been talking about the entire time, even leading up into this series. And I've talked about this before in some of my prop pieces, but Anthony Davis gives the Lakers the unique ability to play a high drop. It looks a little bit like hedging. It's dangerous when you hear this and you're like, oh, you're going to play drop against the Warriors, but it's different. And it's something that the Lakers are able to do because there's a level of nuance to it. And it's something very few teams in the league can do. Anthony Davis has the length and the versatility and the quickness to be able to defend that 3-point line while also being quick enough to get back and defend the rim and defend the paint. And that's super important, especially against the Golden State Warriors team that really doesn't get into the paint and get into the rim. So this is an angle where the Lakers made a pivot. They made a counter. They played, instead of Jared Vanderbilt on Steph Curry, they put Dennis Schroeder on Steph Curry. And that was critically important because Schroeder has enough speed to kind of keep up with Curry just enough to make him uncomfortable and then put him and disrupt that Golden State offense, while Vanderbilt has enough of an engine to keep up with Draymond Green, which is who they paired him with. And I think that this has been very important for the Lakers, and it's something that they demonstrated to an excellent ability. Granted, they shot very well in Game 3, but we know the Warriors' struggles playing away from home, and I like this spot for the Lakers to continue that because at this point, I think the Warriors are the team that needs to make the adjustments, not the Lakers. And the Lakers have an individual in Anthony Davis that is transcendent in terms of what he can do on the court and what he can do in this series. And I don't know if there's really a counter for that. So I'm comfortable laying the points with the Lakers. Additionally, I mentioned before, Dennis Schroeder, his point of attack defense is very important, and he's been playing on Curry. I like him to go over 9.5 points in this spot. His usage has been great versus the Golden State Warriors throughout the series and throughout the season overall. And head-to-head against the Warriors, he's exceeded this line in 5 of 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, averaging 14.2 points per game. So I like Dennis Schroeder to go over 9.5 points. To recap, my 3 favorite plays for this Monday NBA slate are Julius Randle over 8.5 rebounds, the Los Angeles Lakers -3, and Dennis Schroeder over 9.5 points. Best of luck on your wagers today and enjoy the rest of your Mondays.